Hey everybody, it's your boy Jay Rich. You know me, Spider-Man, all day, every day. And I'm here with,
This is Lynne Marie, aka Brown Legs.
we both got to see Madam Web. Okay, if a movie could be a dog fart, that's all the people that acted in it, I like them as actors.
Yes, I like the premise.
I like certain things they did with Ezekiel, like honestly, it was only one thing that he always wore that he had the business suit on and bare feet. Like that was something in the comics, and I was just like, that's cool. That was kind of like it, but it
His
was
suit looked nice, other than the mask.
the lines were cheesy, like cringy, because I was at a press event. It was about 20 of us, and we're a goofy bunch sometimes. You heard so many people groaning and moaning
Hmm.
and sighing because every time they tried to be funny, they even did like a pause because they expected the audience to laugh during that time, so they didn't want you to miss any dialogue. So they'd be like, "Here's a punchline."
She passed by a Blockbuster, and I thought Blockbuster was gone before the year that they started that in. So it's like it felt like they wanted to be
Yeah,
earlier than what they had it.
yeah. It stated to be in 2003.
Yeah, but wasn't
So
Blockbuster gone?
I did the math because they're like spoiler, not spoiler. I don't care. Um, uh, Peter is in the womb, about to pop out. So if it's 2003 and he's supposed to be that's supposed to be Tom that might be that's supposed to be Tom Holland, I think, because that's the only one chronologically that makes sense, because in 2003 it's like 2003 Tom Holland Spider-Man just turns 14 in 2016, that which was Civil War, his first appearance like in the MCU, but
Yeah,
he was Spider-Man like a year before that or so, or for a few months or whatever. So like time wise, like that is supposed to be Tom Holland Spider-Man, like the MCU Spider-Man. So this is tied to the MCU. I why did they make this movie?
maybe it's a contractual obligation.
I've never been like stupid loud in a theater, like yelling at something. I booed the movie loudly, and the audience clapped for me afterwards. Because everybody knows me, I'm like the big Spider-Man fan guy. So
Right.
like that dude says like, with great responsibility comes massive power or some nonsense.
I was
I I literally was like, boo this movie. And then I was so angry, expletives came out, and everybody understood though.
I didn't I told somebody before I went to this movie, I said, I bet you I'm gonna get some great value spiders. And that's just what the hell. We got a great value version of a spider movie because they couldn't say not one spider name. And I was sitting there like that little girl from what
Oh
was the name of that
yeah.
movie?
They sure enough didn't.
No, nobody.
They
Not
didn't even say Peter's name.
no.
Because every time they tried to say they were about to say Peter Parker, there would be a loud noise.
Yeah, the balloon popped and then the scene would start over,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
It
was
was,
like,
and it was so there was so much stupidity. Like characters were like, okay, she now sees the future and knows that those people are in danger, but I'm just gonna stand here and just think about it. When it's kind of weird because she was acting like she was just learning her powers, but by that point, she knew what her powers were doing. So if I had a vision that my friends are in danger and I need to hurry up and get there, I'm not gonna stand and just like
let it happen.
look
Let it
look
start.
around, just like look around like, what is this?
Yeah, it's like she was pausing to let it start.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening?
I was like, these, it's like, say a name. God damn it, say a spider name.
Like
The
they
whole
are
movie.
like some of they were characters. Oh, my brain's
Yes,
not
they are
working.
characters from the comic, but they're like third, fourth string.
But they wouldn't. Yeah, it was like they refused, and I'm mad that they suckered us with the trailer, showing them in their suits when all that
Was a
was like
flag.
a premonition in the very beginning of the movie, and then
Nothing.
a pose at the end. They didn't suit up at all. There's no post credit. I was like, you could have at least gave me something after that. Like if you're going to do it without lube, at least give me a kiss goodbye. Like, put the $40 on the dress or something. Like you
Yeah, because I sat through there waiting for them to do something, like
they had Madam Web there. One, let me just openly say this. Out of all the spider related characters in all of the Spider-Verse, I 100% absolutely hate Madam Web. I've always hated that character. Like there's never I remember when she popped up on the animated series in the 90s.
yes.
I'm so mad. I was angry every time she was on screen. I don't know why. I just think the character is just stupid. Like I just don't like the character. So and I'm like, why Madam Web? No one outside of the comic book heavy fandom knows what a Madam Web is.
Maybe that's what they're banking on. That if you don't know, if you didn't read or you didn't watch the 90s show, because that's where I knew her from. I didn't read her in the comic. I knew her from the show. If
And
you
the more
didn't do
recent
that,
comics is the look that they gave her in the beginning, like the red jacket and
yeah.
like because I was like, why is she younger? When I was I think it was Spider Island, the story arc Spider Island I was reading and she popped up. I was like, wait, why is she so young?
I thought she's supposed to be an older woman.
I
Old
was like, she's
woman.
supposed to be old and blind.
But they got half of it right.
Look, no, well, sort of. That was the stupidest way of making her go blind. How is she gonna? Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we go. Thanks. Like it was just like,
It
and
was
it's crazy because all
frustrating.
the people involved, I like them in other stuff,
Yes.
and I think they're amazing. I'll give them this: the spider suits looked banging. They did. I actually liked how the spider suits looked. Sony needs to stop making anything outside of Spider-Man stuff. Like just stop. Just give it to the MCU. Just call it a
Give it
day.
all back. Give it all back. Give it
Just
all back.
do animation. Do animation. Just keep it at animation. Y'all own that. Sony, y'all got that in the bag. I give them that. Okay, so they had that secret technology, the surveillance technology that was used as part of that was the tool to drive the plot forward. How, if it's that powerful, how is it running on their home technology in 2003? It
They
should
just tapped into
flatline
it.
every computer they plug that thumb drive into. Okay, so the villain, Ezekiel, he was he reminded me of like a CW villain out of like the Flash, but like like TV villain, but not movie villain. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he's not a big bad.
yeah. Um, his audio was so weird because I think that his accent was so thick that
Yes.
his original audio was too hard to understand. Like Bane in when they did Bane in Dark Knight,
Uh-huh.
because he sound it his audio sounded like in studio recording when everybody else sounded like they were in their environment.
Yeah, because there was a part in there, I think, when he was talking to that one lady and it looked like he was lip syncing. And
Yeah,
then I was
yeah, a
like,
lot of that
the
happened.
audio was off, and then a lot of the editing is not on him talking. You'll see him from the side, you'll see him from the back.
Yeah,
He'll
every
be
time he was
someplace else.
talking, or he would turn his back as he's talking, like
Exactly. It was very few scenes with him direct on, and you could see his mouth. I'm like, yeah, okay, something is wrong. I don't know if they didn't think his acting was good enough, or like you said, his accent. Maybe that was the case, that they had to record over him, or they had to do something special with the audio for him. And
yeah,
I knew it. I had zero expectations for this movie, but this was like,
this was hard. This was,
yeah,
but I knew it was gonna be trash. I knew it was gonna be trash, but I still had a glimmer of hope because I'm like, sometimes the internet want to be mean just to be mean,
yeah.
but most times, I ain't gonna lie, haven't been that wrong.
The premise is good, but the fact that it's tied to a spider makes it horrible.
Like just the movie, the dialogue was bad. There wasn't really much action. It's Terminator meets Groundhog Day. I don't.
I wrote a short story like that where a lady was experiencing, somebody was trying to kill her, and she woke up, repeating the day over. So it's like, I get it, but it's like this lady didn't quite pick up fast enough. Uh, like the fact that she had this power, she wasn't even trying to figure it out. She's like, I just don't know how to control it. And she left it at that.
Oh,
I'm disappointed, hella disappointed in this.
yeah, but we've ranted enough about it. Go see it. Come back. You tell us what your favorite part is, and
Besides the credits.
that's it. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Uh, and especially after this movie, help a brother out.